welcome to the Roundtable.
Oh, man.
What's going on, Slad?
I'm good, man. What's up, Ace?
Good, man. Yo, we think tonight's gonna be a good one, man.
Yeah,
tonight's
it's
a whole lot's
definitely
happened in the
gonna be a good
last 7 days, man.
Yeah, man.
A
I
whole
mean,
lot has happened.
let social media tell you, boy, everything is wrong. They make everything right go wrong. Social media.
Yeah, man. That's definitely so. If you, man, I don't know. You know what I would love us to do is to find some therapists out there.
Yeah.
And
evaluate these kids.
Have them come in and then talk about topics like this, because you know the experts. Because us not being in the field, we can all give our opinion on it. While we think, because I don't know what would make a 12-year-old want to bring a gun into school. Like,
yeah, because I'm saying we grew up with kids that got bullied and talked about, and they actually didn't go that route. They just said, "I'm just not going to talk to nobody." Right. Nowadays, let that happen. Something's going to happen for real. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's scary. I just saw an interview in a car before I came in, and a father whose daughter got killed. Yeah. He was somewhere where the president was at, and they were having a talk, and he stood up with his 2 older sons, and he was like, F all these gun rules, F the NRA. He was like, what are we going to do to protect our kids in all the schools across America? He was like, I will never see my 9-year-old daughter again. He's like, you can go home to your kids, and here I am, I'm being strong for my 2 boys, but I'm never going to see my daughter again. Who would ever think that this would happen? And then
as that conversation was going on, I seen somebody post, do you think it's cool if teachers had guns in school?
I'm not with that, man.
Nah.
I'm not with that.
Because then it might be the teachers to turn on all the kids, and you know what I mean? Like, no, go ahead. I mean,
in my opinion, just because you have a gun in school, I don't think would make a difference. Nah. So what do you do? Now you go gun for gun? So then one of y'all miss each other, and now somebody innocent. Like, it's just too much to me. That's too much.
Metal detectors are needed. Period. Yeah. I think
that's the point you're getting to. Yeah, I agree.
You have to have metal detectors, but teachers with guns and the security with guns, that's going to make a person say a kid went over the hill and I had to shoot him. You know what I'm saying?
I went to Dobbins High School a few weeks ago. A few months ago now, and they had metal detectors, man. Like, as soon as you walk in, like, there's no way around it. They got security and they got metal detectors, and it is what it is.
What's the closest around this way that something ever like that happened? Did you ever peep that? Like, that don't happen in PA. I
can't recall. I can look it up, but I can't recall.
And what was the race of the kid that it happened in Florida? Was he white or black? Yeah, because I'm saying, like, I really just don't see black kids do things like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being racist or anything. I'm just being with my eyes. See, I don't really see black kids do nothing like that. If they do it, it's some hanging on the streets and with my gang and I killed somebody. But to walk into school with a gun and just start shooting everybody, you're not in the school, you're not going to miss that much, because it's like fish in a pond right there. You know what I mean?
So, what are your thoughts about the school shootings in general? 610-234-6120. The lines are open. Call. Do you think teachers should be allowed to have guns in school? Do you feel like Slab and there needs to be metal detectors everywhere? What's your thoughts on it? And Slab asked a good question. Like, what's your first thought when we continuously hear these stories? Like, I'm sure those of you with children is like, the guy in the interview that I saw before I came in said I would have never thought that this would happen at this school. Yeah. Like that was his, we had somebody online, Slab, said, so many schools in the hood have metal detectors in the guards, but the schools where the shootings happen don't have them. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, but okay.
Yeah. It's like you have them in the impoverished communities, but you don't have them in the other communities. But it's not even happening in those communities, happening in other communities.
That's funny. That's crazy.
All right. Yeah. Well, another one online, Slab says, no, teachers shouldn't have them in schools, and I agree with that as well. Like, what do you like? Now you got to explain to Pepe
why teacher got a gun.
Why is the hip on Mrs. Jones's? Why is her hip bulging out? Like, what is?
the way the world going right now, I'm thinking about really schooling Pepe when she get in middle school. Because I can't imagine sending my daughter to school one day and never seeing her again. That would make me do something that person did. You know what I'm saying?
Another viewer Slab says, I'm for teachers having them. But you know what this
How?
also?
You can't. Who's that teacher? Do you know that teacher? You know what I'm saying? You have to know a person that a person that I don't really know have a gun around my kid. I can't trust that. I mean,
but you know that go back to a few weeks ago, Slab. Remember we asked the question, how do you feel about? Remember Texas? They're bringing back being able to spank a child.
Yeah, that's
so many people said
too.
No. Well, I mean,
our parents got spanked, so we would have to ask an older person how that turned out and how that made kids act after seeing another kid get spanked. Because I think you spank a kid nowadays, he might just go get a gun and bring it and shoot you. I mean,
right.
That's real talk.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts, guys, on should teachers be equipped with firearms? And what are your thoughts about all these school shootings? I mean, it was the one in Florida, and then it was the one yesterday in Cleveland. 610-234-6120. But I don't know, Slab. I mean, these shootings, I don't know, man.
Can you imagine being one of those kids? See, I don't know. In our school, we might have heard the shooting, and it's about 4 or 5 of us already in the same class, and we saying, yo, we running down on him before he get too many other people. I never threw a baseball, but I think I would have the best pitch that day ever from far. Willie, what you think about these kids getting shot up in schools and stuff, man? What's your insight on that?
You know what else, man? I saw another interview Slab today where, again, and we're talking about the school shootings right now.
Yeah.
But, it was a funeral, I guess, they said 2 miles away from where, I hate to talk about politics, but the president went golfing 2 miles away from the funeral of a young girl that lost her life. And you just think that he would
stop and come over
cut
there.
his golfing short, go show your face, but whatever. Someone else said Leanne Moore said go Joe Clark on them. Lock the doors and add metal detectors at every entrance.
We might have to go Joe Clark on him. He can't have no gun. You see Joe Clark didn't even have no gun. But the metal detectors and that lean by me and the way he acted made them kids respect him to get right. You know what I'm saying? But the way it's going now, like, I'm homeschooling Pepe. You ready, baby? I ain't a good teacher, but I'm gonna be one for you.
Yeah, man. But also, guys, does social media bring out the best or the worst in people? Since the Black Panther came out, and I know we're gonna probably have a segment next week. But since the movie came out, I don't even like scrolling on my timeline, man.
Yeah, because it's so much of a positive movie to give you insight on things that you never knew. But it's people that don't even know about it, and they're putting dirt on top of it. Like, no, don't do that. Come on, man, watch the movie.
And then it's like, they're like, I mean, don't get me wrong, but they're dissecting every little thing about the movie. Like, why can't the movie just be, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Why can't the movie be good? Like, well, what somebody say? Well, the white man's getting all the money. What? Why are we even gotta talk about? Why can't the movie? Thought it was predominantly 99% African Americans in every role in the movie.
But do you know what everybody was? I heard everybody BSing about.
What's that?
Cause they dressed the way they dressed to go see the movie. That's how they felt. They wanted to be in the movie. And that's the way they got themselves into the movie and felt the movie before they got there, dressing the way they used to dress back in the day. But you can't.
Yeah, I read the stat. Oh, now everybody want to dress. What's wrong with it? Like, what's wrong with them dressing the way they want to dress?
John, how you feel about the Black Panther and how everybody making a good thing turn into a bad thing? What you think, man? Yo, and if y'all want to call in, 610-234-6120. We talking about social media. And how does that affect people's lives and
these school shootings?
These school shootings, man.
Text a friend, call a friend, add them to our live feeds. I want you guys to call in tonight and talk. How do you feel about the school shootings? Most of everyone watching have kids, so You know, what's your thoughts when you constantly hear, or you get something come across your cell phone and you watch the news and it's another school shooting? So give us a call. Slab and I be right back after a quick break.
And you would never think that shootings would happen in a
Welcome back to the Roundtable, ladies and gentlemen.
What's good?
Ace and Slab here. We're talking about two things. Does social media bring out the best or the worst in people? And also we stopped off talking about these school shootings, man. You know, what are your thoughts about it? Should teachers be armed? Should we add metal detectors in all schools across America?
Every door. I mean,
or like some people are saying, you know, is it the point where you just want to homeschool your kids? My man Ann said he can honestly say he's the same person on and off social media. I can agree with that, Ann. That is you. That is you. But yo, social media sometimes I think, and somebody like, call in and tell me if, but you know, I know the old social media, I was posting ridiculous about the dumbest stuff. So I mean, when I see other people, I just laugh and chuckle because I'm like,
that used to be
that was probably me.
Yo, you know, I used to trip. I used to wake up and tell everybody F the world, something like, you know what I mean? But now that I look back at it, I be like, what was I looking for? What type of attention? You know, that person that just posts negative on Facebook all day, what you looking for? You want the group of negative Nancy's with you? You want to rock out with them, or you want to be positive Pat? You can get right. I don't understand. How much do social media... All right, no. Can you stop doing social media? I want to know. If you can... Nobody can.
You know, I say... Some people probably can, but a lot of people be at... I don't know how people be at work and be on social media the whole time.
All day.
Because it's like, if I was the boss...
You're fired.
A lot of my staff is out of here. So, today, right? We had an OSHA 10 training at work for the fathers.
Yeah.
So it's like 25, 30 per room. And I walk through, and I'm looking, dog, and
all 30
two fathers over here scrolling, two fathers over, and I just walk by, I tap them like, come on, man. Like, you missing, this is
what's going on?
This is OSHA 10 training. You missing something that could potentially save your life on a job site because you're scrolling on your timeline about nothing.
It ain't even worth it.
It's but nah. So 610-234-6120. The social media bring out the worst in people. I know you can attest. I've seen things people say on social media. It's like, damn, I didn't know they even talk like that.
I didn't even hear some of these people talk in real life. I be like, they talk like that. What they voice sound like? Because it sounds like hard. Tanika Costco, what's up, baby girl? Toya, boss lady. Kim Butler, what's up, y'all? Call in 610-234-6120. We talking about the school shootings and how much social media mean to you. Does it affect your life? Tell me, and Ace.
Yo, it's oftentimes, man, where I will like just throw the phone in the back seat while I'm driving.
Yeah,
because. The old me, because I couldn't be at a red light, yo, and not go look on one of them. And it's like, what's the point? Slab posted something 5 minutes ago. All I'm gonna do is see the same thing Slab posted because it's the same thing.
15 minutes later.
Like what?
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, what's the point, yo? And it's like,
out of a day, how long do you be on social networks?
I mean, that's the thing. Now, my job now.
Yeah, you have to be.
Like Monday, Wednesday, I teach, but Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I don't. So
you're catching up.
If my other fathers are in another class, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like this. I am like this.
Yeah.
Looking at the same stuff. Like,
damn, man. So this is what it's come to.
Here we go, Slab. Guys, you definitely call in. I'll put the number out here again: 610-234-6120. But someone just said, I think social media brings out another personality. It depends on the user whether it's positive or negative.
We got our first caller on the round table. Let's see who we talking to.
The round table, how are you? Hello? Oh. The round table.
Flag, Ace, what up? This is Ant.
What's going on, Ant? Talk to us.
Not much. So y'all got a lot of topics floating around tonight, but I'm gonna start with the school shooting one. I can tell you, arming teachers won't necessarily make a difference.
Right.
Being in the military, I can tell you, I've been in just doing rehearsals for what we would do in combat situations. Everybody got M16s in their hands. Yes. We know a person is coming out the bushes. They come out the bushes and people still get shell shocked. And It's like you knew what we were supposed to do before we even went over this rehearsal.
Yeah.
Giving a teacher a gun doesn't necessarily mean if a person busts in a classroom with a shotgun, handgun, something like that, this teacher is going to be able to return fire and eliminate the situation. I mean, for instance, it was just a shooting out here in Maryland.
Today,
female ran to a police officer's house because her boyfriend was beating her up. The cop goes outside. He knew what type of situation he was going into, and still end up getting killed. And he's a cop.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, the cop got killed
today. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily think giving teachers guns is going to really fix anything.
So, Ant, I want to ask you though, like, that when you first heard that on the news, you woke up, you turned the news on. What you heard that? What you said to yourself? What was the first thing that came to your mind, bro?
As far as what, the school shooting or
the school shooting
with the cops?
The school shooting.
The school shooting. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, for instance, when I was younger and Columbine happened, it was like, wow, somebody went in and killed all those people. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sort of becoming like numb to it. It's like it's happening so often, it doesn't even faze me anymore. It's just like another one. I seen a statistic last week that said, in this year so far, there's been 18 school shootings.
Already?
In school though, not on the
there's
corner.
Been 18
school
shootings. I was looking at the news. I didn't even realize it was a school shooting in Philly.
Really?
No, it was he had a fake gun.
But I mean, even if you take that one out, that's still 17 shootings in 2 months.
17 too many.
Yeah. So I mean,
Pepe going homeschool. As soon as she get middle school, dog, she gotta survive this elementary school, and then like you heard what I said, she has to survive this elementary school. Like, come on, man.
I mean, it's weird at the same time because you say homeschool, but I think when you take kids out of regular school, it makes them sort of socially awkward. They don't have that interaction with their peers the way they would if they were in school. And I mean, I feel like, me personally, I've never really walked around in fear. Things can happen, but I don't live my life in worry like, oh my God, if I go here, this is going to happen. I mean, you sort of got to, I don't know, it's kind of weird.
We talking about the gun control in school.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, like he said, like, I ain't scared of nothing, but now you got to be more aware, and got to.
I mean, you definitely got to be cautious, but I mean, you can't live your life in fear at the same time.
Only reason why I got a little bit of fear in me, because I got this daughter of mine, dog. And if something happened to my daughter, a lot of people need to be in fear, because I don't think I can live without my little mamas, dog. Straight up.
I mean, I completely agree. I can't imagine. I mean, I got an 11-year-old. I can't imagine sending her to school one day. I mean, you think school would be the safest place for them.
Right.
You see the news that your child has been killed. I mean, I could only imagine. Like, my heart definitely goes out to those parents.
So just on your aspect of knowing what's going on, what's the first step? Like, what should happen for this to stop where you don't think it can?
I mean, I really don't even know where to start. Me and my dad had a conversation. My dad, he was also in the military, and he was a Philly cop for 23 years. He just retired. And we were having a conversation over gun laws, and it's like, where do you start? For instance, I looked up the gun laws in Virginia. Now, by me having all my information still in Philly, I wouldn't be able to purchase a handgun in Virginia. But I can purchase a shotgun, a rifle, and an assault rifle.
In Virginia?
In Virginia.
Wow.
But I can't get a handgun. I feel like out of all those options, a handgun is the least of your worry.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can buy all those without having a
gun license. You can just go grab a shotty. Like,
I could a shotty, an assault rifle.
Jeez.
My man said, I'm for the Second Amendment, but I'm also against the NRA's influence on politics and laws for gun control.
Right. And I mean, I feel like I sit in the middle, because I feel like people are quick to say this right to bear arms, but people don't really realize what that is actually saying. It's saying the right to bear arms in the sense of being in a militia or something military-wise.
Yeah.
I'm in those exact words, but it's more to that than just the right to bear arms. And people sort of stop right there. So I think we can we can have more amendments to add on to sort of get this under control, because me, honestly, I was talking to somebody and I was like, I don't think there's any reason for a person to possess an AR-15.
Right. We had talk at work yesterday. The same talk.
It's the civilian version of a military M16. You're not going hunting with that.
Right.
You're destroying whatever you're shooting at. There's no reason for somebody to have an assault rifle.
Hey, yo, this just popped in my mind, y'all.
Rifle I can understand, but an AR-15, I just don't see the point in people being able to possess those.
Yeah, man. We appreciate your call like we do every week, Ant.
No problem.
Stay tuned in, my brother.
All right.
I'm about to
go to say something?
I'm about to go live in Spice Game.
What you about to say, though? You about to say something?
Man, it just blew my mind real fast.
So if you just tuned in, guys, we're talking about the social media bring out the best or the worst in people. And we also let off the show talking about the school shootings. Are you someone that believes teachers should be equipped with guns? Should there be metal detectors in all schools? 610-234-6120. Give us a call. The lines are open for you. And we'll be right back.
Right back. We're around. Here, Spice Game.
Thank you for calling the Roundtable. You're live.
Hey, it's Put. Hey, Percy.
How you doing?
Buddy, how you doing, my friend?
How are you?
Good.
I'm calling about them guns in school. I think teachers should have them.
You think so?
You think teachers should have them?
I think they should. Honestly, I really do.
This should be interesting.
Just being on the perspective, like far as just having kids itself. When my kids leave home, I need to know that they safe. Like the school they go to training for. Like they have security off base, literally, like just cops on campus.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have metal detectors. There's cameras all over the place. I think every school should have basically more security than what it is.
Okay.
So you don't think metal detectors is enough? You actually think the teachers themselves should have guns on their hip?
But I'm not saying like the teachers that go around and carry guns on their hip like 24/7. I mean, they should have it somewhere like locked up safe. But that right there, I wouldn't say like carry it around with it. But I think teachers should have it on them.
Okay. Well, Thanks for calling in, giving your opinion. Appreciate you.
No problem. And as far as the social media thing goes, I think that people take that a little too far. I think just because of what they post, they think that they know their life.
My thing is, I think social media put everybody in one group. It's not no age differential now. It's everybody in one big ass pool, and if you can't swim, you're gonna drown. Straight up.
That is true. Some are fake, some are phony. You know who you already know, though.
Say that again?
I said some are fake, some are just phony, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't live your life off of social media. Some do that. They wake up and roll right over and then they be right on their phone.
Right.
How much money did social media pay on your bills this week?
I can hold on.
Shut up, Slab.
No, I'm saying for certain people that actually use social media the right way can have an answer for that. But other people probably like, damn, I've been on here for 25,000 hours, ain't get a dime.
Gotcha.
Stay Jones, what's up, baby boy?
Stay tuned in and do us a favor. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel if you get a chance.
Okay, I will.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, love.
All right.
Bye.
So, man,
so we got a call. Well, I guess we probably shouldn't have two topics like this going at the same time, but we're talking about school shootings. If you're just tuning in, do you think teachers should have guns in school? Should we add metal detectors to all the schools out there? And we're also talking about the social media bring out the best or the worst in people. 610-234-6120. Again, you're going to watch us live on Facebook, IG, or YouTube as well.
Who were you before social media?
But, it's just, I'm sorry. Someone online Slab said, LaToya, some of these crazy teachers will start killing these bad kids if you give them permission to have guns.
That's my thought too, boss lady.
In my kids' school, the doors are locked and they have cops in every school. Doesn't mean our kids are completely safe, but it's a method to try to keep them safe. And I believe she is in Ohio, right? Yeah. Well, it's crazy. In Ohio yesterday was where the kid wanted to go to school and he shot himself.
Sue Konsinski said, hey, I don't think teachers need to have guns, but the schools should have metal detectors and armed security guards. Mm-hmm. That's cool. If a security guard, that's what they're there for. Mm-hmm. They handle guns. But for a teacher to just actually take a class and say, I got a gun, nah. Yeah, Sue, you right on point with that one, baby girl. Tyrese Nation, let me know what you think about that, man. Are your kids safe in schools, or do y'all think the teachers should have guns, man? And that Pepe gonna be like, Dad, my teacher had a big gun, a real big gun. Oh, well, that's your last day there. Hell with that.
Well, then guess what, though? The other kicker, though, Slab, is what happens if that is okay. Now, the teacher doesn't have the gun on them. Now, teacher got to have it locked up somewhere. But now that's defeating the points of having it.
10-4.
Because if the kid comes in shooting off, now you got to run to your closet. Now you got to put the combination in. Now you got to pull the gun out.
So we're actually talking about having shootouts in school, because that's what it's going to lead to.
Yeah, I don't think
the teachers. We know the teachers got the guns, so the other kid gonna say, you know what, I got to shoot first.
Yeah, I don't think that's the answer, Slab. And also, everybody, whether you're a teacher or not, if you're put in that situation, you don't know what you're going to do. Like
it's just not a safe situation.
Ant's in the army. Slab. He said when they're practicing, they know that somebody's going to pop out, but people there still freeze up.
Yeah.
So I definitely don't think that's the answer by any means.
But you know what? Are they trying to get social network famous off of doing these things? Is that a thought in a kid's mind, saying, if I do this, I'm gonna be all over the news, all over social networks?
No, I really think that's why I said it's definitely a deeper issue, Slab. Like, it's definitely a deeper issue, man.
Definitely.
A kid or even an adult you might look at them and on the outside look like they're perfectly fine, but again, you don't know what somebody is dealing with inside, man. What up, Mark? Shout out Mark Green, all the way in Italy.
My man,
Mark. Into the show.
The shortest man with the biggest heart. What's up, baby?
But here's Slab. I I don't know, man. I don't agree.
She said,
what they say?
She said no teacher should have because it's too close to the students. Some teachers can't even control half the kids on a regular, let alone control them with a gun around.
And being in a position like that.
Shout out to you, Sue, man. You hit that on the button, baby.
I don't agree, but metal detectors.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
because if it go off, you're in trouble. You might as well run back out the door.
And the amount of money that school districts have that they put into school district anyway, I mean, I'm sure that can happen.
But did you see the schedule of the ball who shot the 17 people?
Nah, I didn't.
Like he walked in at such time, seen somebody and was like, "Yo, dude, man, get out of here! It's about to get messy."
He told
that's 10 minutes later. Did that, got away, went to McDonald's, got a shake, went to Subway or something, and then got caught at Subway. Fam, how'd you get all that time to do that? Like, yo, oh man. So if your kid was in that school, is that their last day at that school, or you trust their next move to try to protect the kid?
Well, but you said that's the other thing. So now that happens, now you got a school of however many kids
saying I don't want to go back to that school.
Is traumatized, don't want to come back at all, transferring. It's so much to go with that, man.
Oh boy, so man. Much to go with social media and the way people treat it.
So guys, you can if you're watching YouTube, IG, Facebook, the Roundtable 610, you can follow us on all social medias, 610-234-6120. But we're talking about the social media bring out the best or the worst in people. And again, next week we're gonna have our Black Panther edition probably. Mm-hmm. But the stuff that I know you've been seeing and I've been seeing, the statuses is like, the movie, to me, is supposed to bring us together, but it's so much bigger and going on social media about the movie.
It's just 10 people wanting to try to get together and make something happen, and 1,000 not wanting it. How's that going to work? How's that going to, you know what I mean? It ain't going to work.
Yeah, man. Like, it's to the point that so when I saw it, I didn't know what it was about.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't even hear Black Panther until the movie, yo.
Yeah, like I'm not a Marvel guy, so it's like, all right, I'm gonna go see it because of, the interviews I've seen and then the cast. But then I see it, I'm like, yo, like this is good. Like
it was that good.
It's like, man, it's good.
It's just not an action movie. It really has some meaning to it.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's more than just and. I had to say it again because I could have missed something or something could have went over my head. I got to go back and watch. But yo, seriously, it's the movie's A1, man. Movie's A1.
She said if I had to put them in school, I would definitely put them in a different one.
Yeah.
I mean, when something happens like that in school, you're homeschooled. I'm not even gonna. I mean, what, the next school got guns? Is that why you're bringing them there? Like, I don't know.
That's a tough one, man.
I don't know what I would do. I really don't.
There's no way. I mean, I don't know, but it's probably hard to, if it happens on a Tuesday, you send your kid back to school on Monday. Like,
I'm saying, Ace, because if I'm the teacher and I see them kids there, I'm putting my life on the line.
Like the coach did, and I think the gym teacher did, and unfortunately they both passed away.
Yeah, but I get they saved the kid's life.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Even though 17 got hit, it could have been a kid.
Absolutely, definitely.
Yeah, man. Like,
so guys, give us a call. We want to hear.
So you want to call in? The number is 610-234-6120. Call in and let's talk about it. Let the people. How many countries we in?
200.
We're in 200 countries and all over the world. Call in 610-234-6120. We'd love to talk to you, yo.
Yeah, give us a call. We'll be right back after I play my favorite
We're going on a commercial real quick, but.
Welcome back to the Roundtable, ladies and gentlemen. Ace and Slab here with you tonight.
We're around.
If you're just tuning in, talking about the school shootings. I don't know if you were under a rock over the last week, but with the shooting in Florida, where 17 students were murdered or killed. So we're talking about, do you think teachers should have guns in schools? And also, should we add metal detectors to the schools? You know, what's your thoughts on it? And also our other topic is, does social media bring out the best or the worst in people? 610-234-6120. You can watch us live on our YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook page. Or if you're driving in your car, I want you to be safe. So countryconnect.com, you can just listen to us on there. So Slab.
Nicole Mason, Bryce Wharton, what's up? What's good, Ace?
So like right now, where are you at with it? You said you would probably homeschool Pepe?
Yeah, I probably would homeschool Pepe if something like that happened. That's why I kind of asked you earlier in the session what was the closest situation like that happened to us. Which, like, that was Florida? You had Florida?
Well, I know last week, what's her name, man? What's Team Man's sister name? I can't think right now. I don't know why I can't think. But her, whatever school her son goes to, they were on lockdown last week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they were on lockdown. Now, I don't know the end result, but, like, it was all in the news. Because she went on Facebook, and she had, posted about it.
Yeah.
And, like, she was outside, but they wouldn't let her, get to it. But, everybody was safe.
And what's the feeling of that? You going to the school, something happened to your kid, and you can't get in.
And you got to sit outside. Like,
y'all ever see Taken?
And that was right here in our back. Right here in Philly. Like, now fortunately nobody.
But that's
got
when
hurt.
it was the fake gun.
Pop, yeah. But
okay.
Think about it. You're in a car.
It was an alley.
And they telling you that what school people go to. Well, you don't got to say it. But whatever. Say that you just outside in the car, you can't do nothing.
And that'll stress me out the worst, because I know my daughter's thinking about me saying I want to get home to my dad, but in situations like that, she just might not get there. So in the next couple of years, it'll be a situation where a lot of kids are going to be homeschooled. That's a gamble, even sending your kid out every day.
I mean, I can't.
Cousin Bucky, come in.
I don't want to say
you need to come in with us one of these days.
I want to say it's not I mean, it's your kid, it's your child's safety, but it's like, that's a whole nother. So you go to work and you just leave your child at home all day. That's something else you got to think about now.
Homeschool, I got to find a person. With that, you got to find a person you trust.
Well, no, not even that, but now they got, like, Smart Guy was homeschooled.
Yeah.
But it was all on the computer. But, now it's like, okay, so now do you change your work schedule? Do you get a new job? Or do you just trust that Pepe is online getting the work done?
It's just...
That's a whole other
I think that's something I would have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because if that happened, it didn't happen. Right. So you can't say, but if that happened, Ace, what? Yeah, oh, man, I ain't crazy today. I'll be crazy tomorrow. Yo, Buck, though, I'm going to ask you because of, like, with these schools. Call in, Buck, 610-234-6120. I just need you for 5 minutes, man. 610-234-6120, man. Call the Roundtable, dog.
Swell, let me ask you about the topic. In your opinion, does social media bring out the best or the worst in people?
Well, I think social media was the platform to say the things I never would do or say. I'm going to say them now. You feel what I'm saying? Because nobody has no breaks on social networks. The things people talk about and the pictures I get. I mean, there's some women that was so, not saying bougie, but wouldn't even talk to you, but they'll get on social networks and show a naked picture, half naked. That's crazy. Social networks gave people that energy or whatever, the gas in their tank to do what they got to do, to make people look at them different. But at the end of the day, you're still your same person. So it's some people that really, really know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm about to hit up, I'm trying to hit up Billy. Remember Billy from the block? Owen Bill?
Yeah.
Well, Bill has he got a podcast too.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm trying to add him on here and ask him a question, but if you guys give us a call, 610-234-6120. We want to hear from you. I see we got Greg Bird watching. We got my man Spence. We got Hot Jones, and we got my mom and some others. But give us a call. Let's hear from you.
GB, what's up, baby?
I want to hear your opinion on the school shooting. All you guys that are watching all have children.
Yeah.
So I want to hear how do you feel about this? If you get the call at noon that this is a shooting going on at your child's school.
Crystal, what's up, my friend?
Give us a call. Give us a call. But until then, I mean, social media bring out the best or the worst in people. Man, I see both, man. You know, a lot of people talk about some interesting things that I'm like, yeah, but then I do see more of the worst than I do
of the outlandish stuff, and that finds more. Worst, man. You get more conversation about the real crazy stuff, about the things that you really supposed to be talking about.
Yeah, like you can literally post. Mr. Bird.
Micaiah said that I think teachers should be allowed to carry guns.
Mr. Bird, how you doing, sir?
Hey, man, what's up, GB?
We got a question for you, Slab and I. Can you hear me? What's your take? How do you feel about all these school shootings, man? What's your take on it? Should teachers be equipped with guns or no? Should teachers be equipped with guns or should they add more metal detectors, or what do you think?
Man, I think we just live in a society right now where it's, it's bad, man. It's rough. You know what I mean? But I personally feel like between me and you, like I said, my daughter about to be 9. I don't really agree with the whole giving the teachers guns and stuff like that because
I'm not with that.
Nah.
I ain't with it. I mean, the metal detectors and everything else, I mean, that's one thing, but it's crazy because I really feel like you can really be a good parent. You can do what you gotta do, but when the kids is in the school, man, it's rough. Slab up. You know what I mean? It's rough. It's not safe. A lot of things is going on. You got a lot of different opportunities in there to do things, whatever. But it's like, you know what? It just comes down to the school just doing what they gotta do. But I don't mind the metal detectors and stuff like that and having a lot of security, but guns, I can't do that.
Right.
It just can't happen, GB.
Yeah, I agree, man. Look, I appreciate you for watching. Stay tuned then, man. We'll try to get another call on here. But keep doing, you got to do another one for Friday. Norristown plays Abington, my brother.
Is it home or away?
It's away. Abington. We're tailgating. I'll give you the information, but we got a call in now, brother.
Good.
Talk to you.
Much love, GB.
Thanks for calling the Roundtable. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Fine, great.
Who we talking to?
Smooth.
What's going on, sir? What topic are you calling in about?
Basically that I would like to chime in. I'll let chime in about these useless shootings.
Okay.
We all in.
Okay. And the question what I was hearing was basically, should teachers carry guns? No.
Right. I agree.
No. I think everybody should think like that.
Now, me personally, what they need to, as if they want to be fair security, my thing is since they is like a homeless problem. But what I was just thinking about earlier, they should hire homeless vets, unemployment vets. That I know truthfully that who actually had some type of combat experience
and use it when needed.
Yeah, right. No, see, because if kids see that type of a presence, they might think twice.
Right.
Okay, and plus, versus we have been in actual war, they they are very sharp on noticing certain things.
Right.
So like something simple may not be nothing to you, but but for somebody that who actually was trained in knowing exactly what to look for, they can pick the signs up quicker.
Yo, that makes so much sense.
I like that point of view, man. I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Unretired vets that want to see kids do better, have them sit around, and they can sense that situation.
I like that, Mr. Spook. Thanks for tuning in, man. I like your comment for sure.
Thank you.
Buck Barber just said on my live, until then, I'm going to say I really think teachers should carry firearms and put more metal detectors in all schools, every door. I'll call in soon. Do you feel safe with a person you really don't know with a gun around your kid? That's what it comes down to.
But not even that. Like, teachers, they're all, I got to put it like that. Like, I be in these schools. They're already nervous. So, to give them that extra responsibility, man, I'm cool. I'm. You trying to tell me my little brother teacher, 4'6",
and he got
already nervous? Nah, I'm not trying to put her in that position. But guys, 6'10".
That's a tough topic because a lot of people got different insights on that,
and that's why we want to hear about it. So if you guys,
Ms. Baker said we need better security for our children. They need to feel safe. Yeah. And Ms. Baker, I do not think a teacher having a gun will make a kid feel any safer. So. Yeah, I just don't think that. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own opinion. It's just my opinion. I don't want Pepe coming home saying, "Yo, dude had a 45 caliber. It was big and chrome, daddy." No, then that's your last day of school. That's your last day of school. Buck Jones, shout out to you, baby.
Give Buck the number.
I'm gonna add.
Let's have him call in and see what he has to say about.
I'm gonna add him on my live real quick and see what he said.
Right, the old school shooting. But God, if you tuned in, YouTube, Facebook, IG, Instagram, 610-234-6120. Miss Brazel, how are you? Long time. Dawn, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts about this? I say add more metal detectors, add more security.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, but definitely. I wouldn't want Miss Braxton, the little kindergarten teacher, fresh out of college, it's her first gig, to have a gun.
Well, how about a lot of teachers haven't even been through violence. So to even put a gun in their hand, anything could be violence to them. Yeah, that's you know what I'm saying? Cool. John Armando, what's up, Chief? Oh, man.
But then you'll have that one time, unfortunately, when a teacher's going to pull it out and use it out of fear, and now that's a whole nother. I'm cool. I don't know that.
Yeah, that's.
I'm cool off that.
I don't know, John. You got kids, man. How you think about these school shootings, brother?
But Slad. So guys, give us a call. It's like every time we go on commercial, we get calls. But we'll be right back. If you're just tuning in, you can read the caption and see what we're talking about. We're back in a second. All right. Welcome back to the Roundtable, ladies and gentlemen.
Slab.
Ace is here. We're here tonight. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about two things. The school shooting that happened, or that keeps happening. We want to know your thoughts on it. Should they add more metal detectors? Should teachers have guns in school? Me and Slab both agreed that's not the answer. And also, does social media bring out the best or the worst in people, and why?
Thank you, Mr. Mark. I just said, so if they were trained, if there was an actual threat, and you had a teacher that was trained and armed protecting their classroom, wouldn't you be happy when your kid came home? If that was the case, I would. Like, it would be an armed veteran, you know, a person that been through that and was trained for that. But I can't see a teacher that just said, I'm gonna wake up and be a teacher. Said I'm gonna go train for, you know, hand-on combat. No, I don't.
But you know what? If Ant didn't call in, I would agree. But Ant's in the service.
Yeah.
And Ant said people are trained by the best to do what they supposed to do, and they still freeze up when they in practice, yeah.
So
it's like,
what's up, Turk brother from another? You already know, man. You already know. What's good with you, man?
I don't know, Slab. But
Turk, you got daughters. About these school shootings, what you think, bro? What you think? They homeschooled or what? I mean, what's your thoughts when you first heard that, knowing you got kids, bro? Call in 610-234-6120.
You know what we should do, yo? You know what we should do? Every time we see something negative or bad on Facebook, we should just comment positive. No, comment your slogan.
Positivity is a new gangster.
And just leave, and
don't even, if they even answer it,
leave it alone.
Yeah.
Just keep, copy it, hashtag it, and keep posting it.
Yeah, that's what I want to tell y'all. Positivity is the new gangster, man. People live by negativity as a new gangster, which I don't confine in that.
Mr. Bird just said, can someone get me a Norristown High gym after practice tomorrow to do the next victory video? Yo, yeah, we can do that.
Definitely.
We can do that. Hit me up after 10 o'clock.
What's up, baby?
And I'm a three-way you with I'm a three-way. We're gonna make that happen. But no. And then somebody just say, you damned if you do.
You damned if you don't.
And it's like, you can't even it's bananas, man.
No, Buck said that's BS. I'm a trained vet and no, they don't freeze up.
He built like that.
Yeah, but the youngin said they was for what they call recruits.
He's in the Army now, 10 years plus, and he said when they're training, he see people all the time still. But no, he's built like that.
Yeah, everybody ain't cut from the cup.
Everybody not. Everybody's not like.
But you think is that what should happen? We need to get trained people in there watching over our kids to that point. I mean.
But then they're gonna say next, lad. Where's the money coming from? How they gonna fit that in the budget? How they gonna do this? They already do that now.
You need to fit in the budget.
I agree, but they say that now with stuff that needs to happen. So they're gonna say that then. But where the money gonna come from? Mind you, they're spending $150 million
on nothing
a year. But sidebar, if you guys,
Erica,
if you guys have,
thanks for joining in, my friend.
If you guys have any kind of artwork, any kind of clothing.
The number is 610-234-6120. Call in, Buck.
If you guys have any kind of artwork, we'll post it up like this right here in the studio. And you tell us the price, and somebody wants to buy it, we can help be the middleman. We got pictures all over the studio.
Teachers should be allowed to carry guns. Some of these teachers are crazy too. You're right. They should. I just can't see that. I can't see it getting that deep where they say they. You know how many teachers there is in a school? At least 30 to 40. So it's 30 to 40 guns at school every day. Let the teacher lose their gun. No.
Yeah. But,
good night, boss lady. Thanks for joining us. Goldie. The number 610-234-6120, Buck.
You about to call in?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about it, man? Goldie, you got two sons. How you felt about the school shootings? What you thought about? You said homeschooling or what? What's the deal?
Yeah, I do. There we go.
We got a caller on the round table.
The Roundtable. This Mr. Buck Jones.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all doing, man?
What's good, man? Good to hear your voice, brother.
Yes, sir. Say it again.
So, which topic are you calling to talk about tonight? Can you hear us?
Am I on the phone?
Yeah, you're on the phone. You're live on the air.
Oh, snap. I was hearing another... Hold on. I got to get off the jump.
Yeah. You can't be... Like the real radio, man. You can't be on your phone.
I didn't know. It's playing in the background. I just dialed it.
Ariel, what's up,
Let me clear that jump. Let me clear that out. All right, cool. That's gone. All right, I'm sorry. I'm with you now.
All right, so which topic are you calling to talk about?
The school shooting. That's the topic y'all on, right?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. No problem.
Yeah, my and I ain't even going to deal with the, I don't, know what type of militaries the young boys dealing with, type of people he's been around, but my brothers in the military ain't freezing up. That's just one thing I want to say. But another thing, as far as the school shootings go, with me, it's bigger than the school shooting. It's bigger than guns. I mean, I can show you guys pictures. And you can go into old Norristown yearbooks. Norristown used to have rifle clubs. Kids used to have guns in school.
Really? Okay.
That has nothing to do with it. We used to have a rifle club, girls and boys. Rifle clubs with kids walking the hallways with guns.
Oh wow!
So it's not the issue of guns in school. It's what we allow. What is being culturally accepted.
Okay.
Nowadays, you know what I mean, as far as that. Just like on the post I put up the other day, gun control starts at home.
Right.
So if you want to buy your kids water guns, cap guns, and all that, guess what? When you guys, and I'm sure I played the games before. If you have a water gun, what do you want? You want a bigger water gun.
Yeah.
Then you get the super soaker.
Super soaker.
Yeah.
Then you want the super soaker. And that's what's happening with these kids nowadays. They want bigger guns. It's easy access. And we know whether it be the metal detectors or, look at these schools right now. I'm not even, one of the things that get me, and that's one of the points I really called in for, was we always, and it's not a bad thing, I'm glad you guys are having the topic, and when I see national topics, I want to put that into our own home situation, right? Nationally, yes, we had 18 school shootings. It was 18. I had another one, I think it was two yesterday.
Right.
Well, one wasn't a shooting. One was a shooting, and the other one, they got the boy on his way to school with the gun, I think. So that takes it up to 20 incidents in school with guns this year around the country.
It's crazy.
Right? So now, here, locally, what are we doing locally? Right? Within our schools. Now, I don't know if you guys have. I mentioned this before to somebody. Take a trip to our schools are horrible. Irrelevant of what people are talking about, I'm talking about what's going on inside the schools. I am not talking about the education. I'm not talking about the kids. I'm not talking about the curriculum. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about the fighting. I'm talking about the way the schools is acting, the kids is acting in these schools. Right? You go to, and I'll use Stewart, for example. I know a kid done hit a teacher with a book. I know kids done fought. Talk to some of these people that ain't trying to whitewash it.
Right.
That ain't trying to whitewash it and say, oh, our kids are wonderful. Oh, our school, that's bull. You know what I mean? I was talking to somebody today, and I actually want to see if I can get this list, if they don't have it flushed under the cover. How many of our kids in school this year are now in jail?
Oh, man.
Right? And I'm talking about in jail, not from stuff they did out on the streets. I'm talking about from stuff they did in school. And the reason I bring that came to my attention, I just happened to know about it, and this was a real live incident, happened at East Norton School. My daughter called me, right? Because it was a big fight on the bus platform. Right? Okay, big fight, teachers out of control. They finally got it under control. The principal, everybody called me because one thing here, and the principal apologized. The teacher originally yelled at my daughter for calling me.
Yeah.
During while this was going on.
Wow.
Right? She yelled at my daughter. My daughter was upset because she don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
She thought she was going to get in trouble because she got caught on her phone, pulled her phone out of her bag to call me to let me know what was going on. I applaud the principal because the principal squashed that, told her she did the right thing, and apologized to me and everything, right? The thing is, what later comes to part for that, some of the kids, I think at least 3 of the kids are now in jail.
Wow.
We talking about middle schools between 6th and 8th grade.
Right.
Them kids are in jail. I talked to a teacher 2 days ago. It's a 4th grader. He pulled out scissors on the teacher. Now in jail.
He pulled out scissors. See,
right?
Like you said, you just mentioned a couple seconds ago. Do you think the violence as kids is becoming cultural? They're seeing other kids do everything, it becomes a chain reaction, so they say, it's my turn to do something dumb?
And another thing, with you on that, Vinny, I agree 100%, but also the consequences. What are the consequences that the school are doing? No more suspensions. School, you know what I mean? They're not suspending these kids. These kids are doing these things, and guess what? We got lavish proms.
Yeah, how does that happen?
Let's find out what our suspension rate is, our discipline rate is at school.
Well, Buck. I was told. You ready for this one?
Yes, sir.
I'm about to blow your mind, Buck. So, about almost a month ago now, I was at Applebee's, right?
Yes, sir.
And I'm leaving out, and I saw a teacher at a local middle school. You'll probably be able to figure it out. And she said, Percy, come here. So I went over there, and she said, I'm going to tell you this because I see a lot of things that you're doing, and you're not scared to speak on it. She said, I teach 60 kids, Buck, social studies. She said she only has 13 books for 60 kids.
That's crazy.
Where you at, Stuart?
So let me finish, right? You ready?
Oh.
So,
yeah.
So, Buck, so she says, and it's going back to what you just said about discipline. She said they got a new, I guess, vice principal this year maybe, and the whole first 4 months, it was like, it was no consequences to anybody. Damn. Now they came back in January, and they're trying to enforce consequences, but they were saying something with the IEPs, like you can literally walk out of class if you want and roam the hallways.
They think the IEPs mean you can walk the hallway.
So, and then one more thing, Buck. So what I did was I made a post, right?
We can't walk.
And I didn't know that not that I care, but I didn't know that the president of the school board was my friend.
Yeah.
So somebody must have told her because she came on like a week later. And oh no, hold on, you ready for this? One more time. I went to Chaps, and I was with another vice principal and a school worker in the school district, and I told them this. And their words to me was, the teacher must have been drunk. That's not true. How come 2 days later, Buck, one of those two people sent me a picture of the 13 books and was like, damn, Percy, you were right.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. I know.
How can
100%.
How can me, you, and Slab share a goddamn social studies book? You might be able to learn from a lecture, but me and Slab might need to take this damn book home and learn.
Yeah.
Listen, Percy, here's another thing, and I'm going to let y'all go. I appreciate the time. Right now, I want to say comfortably, at least 3 years, our teachers have been working without a contract. Right? Nobody wants to talk about stuff like that. They just keep going. Our teachers don't go on strike or nothing like that. They've been working without a contract. Right? Our teachers aren't allowed to make, they're not even allowed to make copies.
What?
Paper copies. No, kids aren't allowed to take books home. So the teachers, if you notice your kids, talk to Norristown kids or talk to Norristown kids' parents, they're bringing home pamphlets, stapled together, copies of books.
Wow.
Because they don't have books. The teachers aren't allowed to make copies. Shoot, the teachers ain't even allowed to have a crock pot in to cook the kids hot dogs if they're doing an experiment. I mean,
shit.
It's just different.
That's the way the world is. It's changing, dog.
So,
say it again.
But before you go, Buck, and again, I'm not talking bad about our people. That's why I just want us to get on point. That's why my post about a month ago was, how can we know that all these things are going on bad, but on every second and third Monday, Buck, is nobody in these damn school board meetings raising hell? I go to the meetings, Buck,
everybody on social networks,
and me and Swittenberg are in there. Swittenberg kids are in Coventry, and my little bus sisters are in Upper Marion. But we all know it's wrong stuff going on, but nobody's in the meeting speaking up. And I know you're doing your thing So I'm not speaking on you, but it's like, how can so many of these parents know that shit is wrong? Excuse my language, but none of these motherfuckers is up at 1600 Whitehall Road raising hell.
And I'll say it like this. Percy. This is what a representative, right? A representative, whether it be a school board representative or a council representative. If me, you, and Slav, right? This is an example. If me, you, and Slav show up at a meeting, but all of us can't go in. Out of the three of us, for example, we pick a representative of our group to go into the meeting, represent our interests, and bring back to the group what's going on, but not go into the room and then talk back out to us and tell us what they're doing. And that's the problem with, my opinion, that's our problem with the representatives. You're not representing the people. There is too much network and possibility right now not to get the message to the people. Everything should be streamed live. School board meetings should be streamed live. Council meetings should be streamed live. When you are voted in as a representative, you are sent in to those situations voted by the people to represent your interests. There should not be anything that happens and people in there and then you say, well, why wasn't y'all at the meeting? That's why we sent you.
Right. Yo, Buck, one more thing, man.
Yes, sir.
Somebody inboxed me, dog, and told me, because, you know, when me and Swittenberg spoke last month, somebody inboxed me and was like, I don't know if you can tape it. You might get in trouble. Like, really? Like, come on, man.
That's not true. That's like, not true. Those meetings are public meetings. Public meetings and allow for public comment.
Right. But, yo, I know I keep saying...
Those meetings, they pick and choose which ones they want to stream live.
Right. And I know I keep saying one more thing, but, Buck, man, listen. Like you said, if it's three of us, we can all send one person in there, but guess what, though?
And find out everything.
Public comment is 2 minutes, right? If 10 of us go up in there and utilize those 2 to 3 minutes, they can't get started their regular meeting until we all done.
Yeah.
So that's
definitely. Now, understand, I do not disagree with you at all. You know what I mean? Please understand, I don't disagree with you that more people should go. More people that are able to go should be there. Definitely agree with you. So I just wanted to make that point known.
Yeah, but look, man, thanks for calling in. Thanks for tuning in.
We always in presence when Buck Jones says something.
Last night, you know what I mean?
Right. And and it's like, it was a meeting the week before that, and it's like, again, if nothing was going on wrong, then whatever. But me and you both just had several different situations in the school district that we know are wrong, and hundreds of our kids are being effective, but parents and family members, you know, we don't know if they're sending emails and making phone calls, but they're not going to the administration building doing it.
Parents don't check their emails; they check Facebook.
Yo, Percy, other thing. You know, like I said, it's a lot of things that's going on. We trust these teachers, so you know. Out of all that said, I definitely want to applaud the educators,
right?
Because we send our kids off to them every morning and hope and pray,
right?
You know what I mean, for them to teach them and do the best that they can under all circumstances, and then wait for them to come home.
Right.
Now that's how most people do, right? Just wait for them to come home. There's no relationship with the teachers. There's no nothing. You know what I mean? So, and that's the point you're getting at. We have to be involved in any way we can.
Right.
You can't make it to the meetings. You know what I mean? Call on the phone. Do you got your teachers texting them? All kind of stuff, man. These teachers that I've been experienced with that are around, they will work with you. They'll do the best they can. But we got some bad kids.
Right. No, we do. We do. Man, thanks for calling in, man. Stay tuned, my brother.
Yo, I appreciate the time, man. Thanks, y'all.
Yes,
all right,
sir. Bro. Peace. Yo, Slab, real quick, man.
You tell some good points right there.
Sir, yo, and a lot of people are on our live and they're commenting, Slab, but it really has to, and again, this is coming from someone who I don't have no kids, I get it. Everybody likes to throw that in my face, Slab. But I'm involved with my little brother and sister's education. So I want to put it out there. Last week, my one sister, she is a problem. She is.
Yeah.
So me and my mom and the teacher are on an email together. So I'm not saying that mine are perfect because I got sisters that's a problem. But guess what though? My mom and myself are in constant communication.
Yeah, you working it out. You working it out.
You know what I mean? It's not like she just a problem and we just never minding it.
Yeah.
No, we gonna work together. The 3-4 of us, you know, my stepdad, my sister, whoever else, but and make sure that we fix this
it
because
starts in the crib.
If you don't, teachers are already on the tip. Like, well, example, but I'm not going to hit up Mr. Tubbs. He's not going to respond to me. No, Mr. Tubbs is going to come up. Mr. Tubbs is not going to be one of the ones that's going to say, "Oh no, my child's not doing that."
Yeah,
no,
it can't be like. See, but a lot of these parents is taking these kids from their education, Because soon as a parent say something to a kid come home and say such and such was talking to, they calling to cuss out a teacher. And the teacher trying to help your kid.
I seen it. I'm not in the schools like I was in the past, but for 3-4 years, I seen it where parents will come up there raising hell, but I'm like, hold on. I seen them do this. So why you snapping on Miss Jenkins when I seen your son or daughter act this way, man? But listen, Slap, today was a good one, man. Today
we talked about things we should have talked about. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Black Panther movie, it's a lot to do with that, with our society and our race, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that knows it's a good thing for people to even put their eyes on, but y'all tampering it. Y'all tampering it any way y'all can. Just let people do that. We don't even need your insight on it. Mm-hmm. Because, well, I guess social network made everybody have an insight on it. So block that. If you look at something good, don't let another person make it look ugly to you. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your vision and keep on winning, because like everything that's good, they're gonna try to make it wrong. So pick your poison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Listen, guys. If you just tuning in, you can go back to my last post. You can catch up. I think this was definitely a good night. Look, man, we gotta stick together. We can't.
Have to.
In my opinion, we can't wait for certain things to get done. Let's take it in our own hands and make shit happen.
Yeah.
Like, let's make stuff happen, man.
But see, I think, but the people that don't have a chance or got the push to try to make it happen, they're the tamperers. You know what I'm saying? They're going to sit back and say, well, they're trying to do something good. I'm not involved, so I'm going to try to break it down. Blind to them. We have to be blind to them so we can just get the job done.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Before we get out, man, anything you want to end the show with?
Yeah, I just want to good luck to Norristown High.
Yes.
Abington, number 2nd seed. It's a playoff game. You already made the state tournament. Get ready in town. Shout out to Norristown and shout out to everybody that's trying to do something with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all.
Yeah. If you just tuning in, Friday, 5 o'clock, we're gonna have a tailgate. It's supposed to rain, so we're gonna take it to probably the Kitchen Bar over in Willow Grove or Drake's Tavern. But stay tuned. I'm gonna post it tomorrow. If it doesn't rain, we're going to post up in the parking lot. But if it does rain, we're going to one of those 2 locations from 5 to 6:30. Then we're going to all head over to the game and support the young men. Shout out to Biggie Johnson and what he's doing with the young men up there. I mean, he's doing amazing things.
We ain't seen the state playoffs in 5 years.
Look, man, I'm definitely... You guys know me. I don't even like basketball. But the stuff that Binky and his staff is doing is amazing. But, man... Shout out to everybody out there trying to make it happen. And we'll be back next week. We're going to try to plan. Everybody go see Black Panther. So next week, possibly, we can just have a whole, at least an hour talk about Black Panther. And, you know, somebody might mention something that I might have missed. Because, I mean, it's about...
Is it action-packed?
Yeah, but not like... It ain't nonstop.
Okay.
But, you know, it's definitely a good movie. Thank you all for tuning in all over the place.
Sassy, we missed you this weekend.
Yeah,
we'll see you next Wednesday.
Man. But we get to see stats, and so we might talk about Norristown a lot, but we got people in all states all around the world that's actually tuning in. And they might not call in, but at least they're listening.
Yeah.
We're going to try to continuously grow. You can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram at the Roundtable 610. And we'll be back next week. Can't hear you. Oh, and guess what, y'all?
We
on SoundCloud now.
Well, you can just listen to us.
If you want to listen to us on SoundCloud and catch up, the Roundtable 610 as well. We just got that added. And don't forget, you can always email us at connectwiththeroundtable@gmail.com. if you want to recommend any kind of topics or anything. And we'll see you guys next week. Be safe. God bless.
We around.